Hey there, what's good squad, it's Fatty Tuna. We're in October now and we're in the spooky season, so I like to bring something spicy to the channel and to the Steam Deck. But before that, I thank you guys so much for supporting your boy, your local crown tuna, your local fish under the sea. We have now hit 90 subscribers on this channel and I appreciate you and I appreciate your support and I appreciate you guys coming back every time, commenting, liking, and sharing the videos. So I hope we can continue on this good track and see where we can go from this point on. But first, let me do a small explanation what NextFest was. NextFest was a celebration of upcoming games from October 3rd to October 10th. And since we're in October, I decided to pick up a few of the horror games. They're all horror demos and see if they work fresh off the download with no changes or anything, just to see if they could run directly off the Steam Deck. So I hope you do enjoy it, and I hope you do enjoy these new demos I'm about to show you. So let's get into it. Creeping number 7 we have Lazaret. Lazaret is a first-person horror game. You play as a member of a rescue team called out to investigate a distress signal coming from a ship that disappeared 4 years ago. Lazaret so far really gives off a lot of atmospheric horror and I'm definitely digging it. As I'm playing this game, it does give me a reminder of a movie I used to watch called Ghost Ship. I'm not too sure if the developers took or drew some inspiration from that movie, but this game really gives off a little bit of it. The swaying of the boat left and right along the corridors and the dangling chains, oh my god, this game really tripped me up while playing it. And as you can see, we're all running it on the Steam Deck. It's coming at 57, 56 frames per second. I haven't done anything to the game. I just downloaded and booted it up. And the game seemed to work pretty much fine. So that's a really great experience right now, especially for a demo. Sometimes demos don't give you that kind of leeway, but this demo on the Steam Deck works perfectly. Ghouling in at number 6, it's Loretta. Now Loretta came in hot. Looking at the scrolling red lettering, big and bold, and that little weird fire crackling background, that's not even me, that's the game itself, and it's really, really creepy. So I didn't want to read the synopsis verbatim off of Steam, but it was written so well that I wanted to share with you guys. Loretta is a psychological thriller that makes the player an accessory to the heroine's crime and leads her through a self-crafted nightmare. The story is about a woman dealing with betrayal, her husband's infidelity, relationship problems, and the difficult social situation of the 1940s. Now if that don't get you interested right away, I don't know what does. Loretta is one of the many point-and-click games I came across. So far, this game is about choosing the right dialogue, interaction with objects, and making decisions that involves Loretta and her plans, helping her get rid of the evidence, and, you know, generally getting away with the crime. The game's dialogue really gives a lot so far. Even with the background sound of the ticking clock back and forth, the dialogue really brings the game to life. As you can see straight out the box or straight off the download, the game is giving 60 frames. I don't expect this game to really waver from that. It is a kind of pixel art kind of game. I don't see a lot of things happening, but so far it runs perfectly on the Steam Deck. After reading through the Steam page, I see that this game is based on some of the film noirs of the 1940s and 1950s. Also is based off some of the thrillers from our favorite director here, Alfred Hitchcock. Lurking in at number 5 is In the Workplace of Madness. Now, in the Workplace of Madness, this is one of the shortest demos I've played so far. Even in the beginning, it explained to me that, hey, this demo is just to see if things move around right, if you could explore the small area you are in, and if you could read texts and things okay. Do not expect much. If you want to finish and leave the demo, just walk out the door you came in on, and I was pretty surprised about that. In the Workplace of Madness, you play as a normal office worker, and then you somehow get engulfed in a deadly nightmare with no way out, and you start finding secrets about the workplace, and real weird things start to happen, man. And personally, I would not want to be the worker at any office in which weird things start to happen. There wasn't much for me to do in this demo. I tried to see if I could open the safe to get a key, but everything, all the writings that were on the wall on the white erase boards, nothing really gave me a clue or any codes to open it. I did later on realize that there was a gun that your character had on him for some odd reason. Not too sure why. Are you allowed to go into the office with this gun? Is that the horror part about it? Overall, this game works pretty well on the Steam Deck. I hope to see that they open the demo up a little more if possible, or if they come with the second part of the demo, and hopefully we can explore more of our working space and see what's really happening in the Workplace of Madness. As you can see, I started fiddling around with the menus a little bit and see what was going on in the back end. Maybe some of the buttons didn't work because they weren't mapped to anything, so I couldn't really move around my inventory, and my inventory was pretty empty at the time. Don't know where I could find or locate that gun I was using, but it seemed pretty solid. In retrospect, thinking now, maybe the madness is in this one room. Coming number 4 is the Creppy Syndrome. Now, honestly, this game is giving me real Tales from the Crypt vibes. I don't know if you guys have ever watched that TV show before, but it's so creepy. And the worst thing about it is I installed this game, I made it to play, I uninstalled it, reinstalled it, and for some odd reason, it just stayed in Spanish. I don't know if that's part of the, am I losing my mind? Is the game losing its mind kind of thing? Like, what's happening here? It just refused to let me put this game in English, and in the screenshots it shows English. Now I must say, the Creepy Syndrome is the first ever anthology horror game I've ever seen, and the way it's described on Twitch is that it has different styles depending on the mini games that you're playing, from retro 1-bit to 8-bit to Game Boy style, so I find that very interesting. Hopefully when it comes out fully, I'll be able to switch the language to English and give it a full, more, in-depth review. But so far, the Creepy Syndrome runs on deck, and talking to this guy alone, I'm already creeped out about it, so I'll give you another try, I promise. Howling in at number 3 is HellSeed Chapter 1. Unfortunately, HellSeed Chapter 1 was not running well on the Steam Deck. It's a pre-alpha demo. I tried my best to get it to run, even went through the menus and such, but it's a known problem. Even on the Steam page, it has some suggestions to reinstall physics, but I don't have that on the Steam Deck. But HellSeed Chapter 1, hopefully I'll be able to give it a try when it gets its full release. Spine tingling in at number 2, DarKnot. DarKnot has been the darkest demo so far I've downloaded from NextFest, and I mean that in the literal sense. Like, this game is really dark, and I went on a spree to turning on every light switch I could possibly get my hands on after about the second playthrough. In this demo of DarKnot, you have to face death in an endless labyrinth. Apparently, you have different challenges, and the way you approach these challenges could give you different results, and it seems like you have to make sure you don't succumb to insanity. My only sanity for this game is why none of these lights are turned on. I really enjoyed playing this demo of DarKnot. It really shows off the sound effect of the game. The rain outside sounds real. The candle illuminations only shining on certain areas gave me a really nice horror vibe. In all, I definitely put DarKnot on my wish list to see when it comes out. Apparently, just checking Steam right now, it will be out sometime this month around the 20th, so I'll add it to my wishes and see how it does. As you can see, it works pretty well on Steam Deck. I didn't do any adjustments or any changes. I just downloaded and played the game. It's running at about 30 to 45 frames a second. It jumps back and forth, but other than that, DarKnot, check it out when you get a chance. In at the nightmarish number 1 is AfterDream. Now, AfterDream starts off really interesting for me. I kind of dig it. It's like two people talking to each other, and one is talking about a very weird, lucid dream he had. And your character is sitting listening to him like, okay, sure, I'm not doing anything else. I'll listen to your dreams. And then somehow you get thrown into this man's lucid dream. Like, I was like, whoa, what? It's pretty good. This is also somewhat of like a point and click-ish kind of game. You have to manage your inventory, look around for clues and keys, and I found that really nice. The art style of this game is really like dark. The cabinets, the walls, there's like small insects glowing or crawling up against the wall, and the lights on the wall are flashing. It gives off that really ominous, dream-like atmosphere. I don't know for sure if there's a camera in this game, but according to the Steam page, you utilize the camera to navigate through the ghostly, mysterious residence. I don't think I got that far in the demo. I think I got stuck on a puzzle that I was trying to solve. As you can see, AfterDream works pretty perfect on Steam Deck straight off the download. This game is also tended to be released next year, March 15th, so I'm super excited for it. I kind of dig the way it looks. I like the music of the game so far. So, AfterDream, check it out. Hey, glad you got to the end of the video. Thank you so kindly. We might have missed NextFest, but there'll always be demos to check out on Steam. What horror games are you ready or waiting to play on deck? Leave in the comment section below. And as always, thank you, and I appreciate you.